Hey everyone, and Happy New Year! Now, I'm well aware that the new year just happened 3 months ago, but for all of you who are not aware, the Lunar New Year just happened on February 19th. Lunar New Year is also known as Chinese New Year, and coming from a Vietnamese background such as myself, we call it Tet. I'll be discussing the origins of the Vietnamese New Year, as well as traditional customs and foods that are associated with this holiday. So, what exactly is the Lunar New Year? Unlike the traditional solar calendar that consists of 365 days of the year and follows the orbit or position of the sun, the lunar calendar is coordinated by cycles of the moon. That is Vietnam's version of the Lunar New Year and is celebrated by the Vietnamese community all over the world. Many Asian countries celebrate the Lunar New Year, which originated from China. However, like Vietnam, each of these countries incorporated rituals and customs that are indigenous to their regions. This holiday is based on history and old cultural beliefs. Traditionally, the purpose of the Vietnamese New Year is to welcome in the first day of spring. It's also a way to pay respects to ancestors and gods, visit family and friends, and of course, enjoying the foods that are prepared for this event. Think Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's all rolled into one. That incorporates all of these holidays by celebrating the union of nature, culture, superstitions, the living, and the dead. To usher in the new year, it's customary to prep the household by spring cleaning, if you will, settled old debts or disputes, and coming together to say farewell to the old year and welcoming the new. The idea of luck is central for this holiday. It's pretty much said that anything you do on this day will either bring you good luck or bad luck for the rest of the year. So, for example, it's advised that you don't spend any money on this day, otherwise, you'll be spending a lot of money for the rest of the year. It's also said that if you had debts remaining, to pay it off by this day, otherwise, you won't have a prosperous year. In addition, the first person to arrive at your household is important because it's said that they are the ones to bring your home good fortune, so choose wisely. Children are given gifts from adults and elders that come in the form of red envelopes that contain lucky money, such as this. These red money envelopes symbolize luck and wealth and are given with words of encouragement to the younger ones to do well in school, respect your parents, and be kind to others. Along with these traditions comes great food. Food is also a staple for the Vietnamese New Year. The best ingredients are used, and a great deal of time and preparation is needed in order to make some of these dishes. One of these dishes is called bánh tét, and it can be savory with mung bean, pork, and rice, or it can be sweet with sweet rice, black beans, and bananas. These are unique in the way that they're wrapped and steamed in banana leaves. Think of it as an Asian tamale. These foods are prepped and placed in traditional altars and are often offered to ancestors before consumption. Other gifts such as flowers and fruits are placed in these altars. Incense are burnt as a way to invite the spirits of their ancestors in to join in the celebration. It's basically a way to pay homage and to give thanks to one's ancestors. So, in summary, the Lunar New Year does not follow our traditional calendar, which goes by the orbit of the sun. Orbit around the sun. Instead, it is coordinated by cycles of the moon. The Vietnamese New Year is called Tet, and it's rooted from the Chinese New Year and has evolved into a very important celebration for the Vietnamese people. To welcome in the new year, it's customary to spring clean, settle debts, and pay homage to one's ancestors. Luck is a central theme for this holiday, so all actions are done with the intention of bringing in good luck. Food is also very important and is offered to our ancestors in order to pay homage. So I hope I was able to give you insight on my Vietnamese heritage with the tradition of Tết. So with that said, may your new year be filled with health, joy, love, and prosperity. Happy New Year, or in Vietnamese, Chúc mừng năm mới.